Your Roommate game. It's good to see everyone here today. And today we're going to play a brand new game on WOLV. And it's called Know Your Roommate. Much like the Newlywed Game, we're going to ask these roommates some personal questions. Then we're going to have one roommate leave the room. And we're going to come back and see how well these people really know their roommates. So first, I want to introduce our contestants. What's your name?
Bridget.
Hi, Bridget. And your name?
Randy.
Randy. As we see, Bridget and Randy must be real close as they're dressed to match today. And our other roommates on the other side. What's your name?
Paige.
Paige and?
Allison.
Paige and Allison might not be dressed to match, but who knows? They might be just as good a match. Well, I'm going to slow down now, and we're going to ask our roommates to leave. All right, ladies, we're going to see how well you really know your roommates. I'm going to ask you 5 questions, and first you're going to answer out loud, and then you're going to write your answer on the card. Then you'll put them down, and when your roommate comes in, we'll see how well you really did. The first question. Does your roommate sleep with something special every night? And if so, what is it? And does it have a name? Bridget?
Yes, her E.T. doll.
Her E.T. doll, okay. Paige?
Yeah, Allison sleeps with her bear. His name is Snot.
Well, we have E.T. and we have Snot.
No, it's Snot.
Okay. We're going to move on to the next question now. Are you with us? Okay. The second question is, if your roommate could go on a dream date, who would it be with?
Okay, Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke. What about Allison?
She goes Scott.
Scott? Is that someone on this campus?
No. It's someone she doesn't know.
Okay. Scott. Hey, we all have some Scott in our life somewhere. Okay. Good. Our third question is, when the door is closed and your roommate starts to go crazy, what does she usually do?
She turns the music up and starts dancing.
Turns up the music and starts dancing. We all do a little of that.
Allison cleans and rearranges the room.
Okay. All right, we're going to switch our order for the next question. We'll add a little variety. Paige, you're up for the next one. This is one of those simple questions that every girl knows about her roommate. What type of shampoo does Allison use?
She uses Biolage.
Biolage. I used that when I had curly hair. But then my perm grew out. What type of shampoo does your roommate use?
Green for Salon Selective.
I'm allergic to that. Salon Selective. And our last question. If your roommate had to name her best trait or characteristic, what would it be? I'll give you guys a second to think about this one. Your roommate's looking in the mirror, and she's saying, damn, I'm hot. Because of my, Bridget?
I say her smile.
Her smile. Paige?
Her eyes.
Her eyes. All right, get those down, and we'll turn them over, and then we'll bring your roommates back in. All right, why don't we bring those roommates in now, and we'll see how well these did. Yeah, we're bringing them in right about now. As our crew brings them in, it's a long call. Yes. Let's welcome back Allison. Okay. Now, we're going to ask you the same questions that we asked your roommates, and we're going to see how well you all did. And our audience is definitely going to show their excitement when we get things right.
Woo! Oh, yes, we are.
Oh, yes. Okay, the first question is, do you sleep with something special every night? And if so, what is it and does it have a name? Why don't you answer first?
Yes.
Who do you sleep with?
A bear. A Snot.
Snot. Well, what did your roommate say? She said Snot. Okay, do you sleep with anyone special? on a dream date? Oh, excuse me. If you could go on a dream date, who would you go on a dream date with?
I don't know. Keeper Sutherland.
Mr. Sutherland. What did your roommate have to say? Ethan Fogg. Well, let's see if Allison can do it. It doesn't have to be a famous person. It can be anybody. If you could go on,
Anyone in the world.
who would you go on a date with?
I think she would say Scott Anderson.
Well, she wouldn't give us the last name, but we got Scott out of it. We have 2-1 now. It's getting close. Okay. Ready, Allison? When the door is closed and you decide to go crazy, what exactly is it that you do?
Clean the room.
Oh, what'd your roommate say? Cleans and rearranges. Very good. Randy? Sing and dance? Well, what do we have? Turns music on and dance. Should we give it to her? Let's give it to her. We have 3-2. I'm a math major. All right. The fourth question. We'll start with Randy this time. What type of shampoo do you use? Salon Selective. Achoo! Very good. Okay. Get it? I said I was allergic to it before, but no one found that funny. Okay. What kind of shampoo do you use? Biolage. 4-3. Okay, it's your last chance. Hopefully they'll get it wrong and you'll catch up. The last question is, what is your best trait? I said to your roommates, if you were standing in the room and looking in the mirror, what is it that just makes you feel like you're Madonna?
Oh my god.
Damn, I have really nice. Her smile. Oh. Well, let's see if they get it. What's your best trait, Allison?
I think she would say my eyes.
Wow.
So you don't need to dress alike, dude.
Okay, well, looks like this round was won by these two over here. We have 5-3. Let's get the guys up here.
Good luck.
Yeah, you just tap it on. All right. We're doing some technicalities back here. And we're going to introduce our new teams. And here they are. What's your name, sir?
Mark?
And your name?
Mark.
And where do you live?
Cleveland.
And where do you live?
Youngstown. But now we live in Markley.
So we have Mark and Mark from Markley. Very good. Okay, and over here we have?
Matt and Jeff.
We have Miat and Jeff. Okay, welcome Miat and Jeff. Well, we'll have our first roommates leave the room now, and we'll get to the questions right away. Okay. We'll see how well you guys really know your roommates. Mark, how often does your roommate do laundry? And here's your choice. Once a week, 2 times a month, or not nearly that often.
Once a week.
Once a week. How about you?
Jeff does this twice a month.
Twice a month. Twice a month. Okay. Now we're going to get a little bit personal. Why not? Let's start with you now. When was the last hookup your roommate had? Was it within the last week? Within the last 2 weeks? Or you just can't remember back that far?
It was definitely within the last week.
Definitely within last week. What about you, Mark?
No doubt within the last week.
No doubt. Well, we've got 2 busy men out there, huh? Now we're going to see if you guys are good friends or how you handle your relationship. My next question is, what are your roommates' favorite boxer shorts, and can you please describe them? Matt, why don't you start this question?
Jeff's favorite boxer shorts happen to be a pair of shorts that I gave him as a present. They're white with red stripes.
White with red stripes. Oh, it's like a candy cane butt.
Maroon boxer briefs.
Maroon boxer briefs. Okay.
Maroon reddish.
Okay, our next question is, what bad sleeping habit does your roommate have? Mark?
Bad sleeping habit? Not enough. He doesn't get enough sleep.
Not enough sleep.
Not
So
enough
maybe
sleep.
he's an insomniac. Okay. Matt?
Jeff's main problem is that he doesn't get enough sleep either.
Okay. And final question, one of my favorites. We'll start with Mark again. Does your roommate have a pet name or a nickname for his significant other? And
Yeah.
what is it?
Big Bubba.
We've joked about it before. Jeff has the Wonder Boy.
Is that what he calls his girlfriend?
What? I won't even speak about that. No, he does not.
He does not have a pet name for his...
He does not have a pet name for his girlfriend.
Okay, well, while we're on the topic, you can add
That I
that
can
same card.
disclose.
Does your roommate have a... Does your roommate have a pet name for his pet? Much like Wonder Boy.
Yeah, that's it. Big Bubba.
That's what he calls his...
That's what she asked.
I think we've had a misunderstanding.
That's
I
what
wasn't
she
referring
asked.
to the male genitalia when I asked about the pet name. But we'll keep that question. It's kind of cute. Okay. Big Bubba. I wonder if he lives up to his reputation. Okay, we'll ask the roommates to come in now. Make sure that your roommates don't see your answers. Hold them close to you. Welcome back. Some of your favorite secrets have now leaked. Okay, Mark, we're going to start off with you. We asked your roommate, how often do you do laundry? Is it once a week? Twice a month? I see you cheating, Matt. We're going to throw that question out and give the points over here, but just for fun.
I can't go like this. I can't put
No,
my
I
hands.
saw the two, sweetheart. Don't
Oh.
play with me.
That's
Okay,
ridiculous.
but the question was, how often does your roommate do laundry? Once a week, twice a month, or not nearly that often?
Definitely once a week.
Once a week. He would have gotten the points anyway, and
I
unfortunately,
would have said twice a month.
probably would have since he told you that, and he did say twice a month. Okay, don't cheat on the
One
next
off.
one, or we'll have to just
All right.
disqualify you. Next question. We'll start with Jeff.
All right.
When was your last hookup? Was it within the last week, within the last 2 weeks, or you just can't remember that far back?
I would have to say, not trying to brag or anything like that. I would have to say it would be within the last week.
And your roommate said, within the last week.
Thank you.
All right, Mark, same question to you.
Well, you know, like Jeff, I don't want to brag or anything, but it's definitely in the last week.
Good for you. Very good. We must have some lucky women out there.
Mine's
Okay.
Yeah, but he didn't deflate his when he was done.
All right, let's keep our little fights between teams on the boundary here. Next question, moving on, is which are your favorite boxer shorts, and can you please describe them to us?
All right, they're the boxer briefs, and they're maroon, and I wear them a lot. They're great.
I would have to say my favorite boxes are definitely black elastic Michigan band. Elastic Michigan waist.
And what did your roommate say?
Didn't go with that.
Come on, Jeff.
Those are your boxers.
We're gonna cut to a commercial now.
Come on now.
He told us they were a gift. We don't want to know what's going on in that room. Okay. Well, how apropos that the next question is, what are your bad sleeping habits? Jeff,
I have none.
you're a perfect sleeper?
My bad sleeping habits. I'm not aware of any.
Okay, and your roommate said he doesn't get enough sleep.
I think that could be a comparable answer.
Let's see, what does the audience think? I'm gonna have to say, okay, what about you? What are your bad sleeping habits?
Probably the fact that I don't get to bed before 3 or so.
Okay, what'd your roommate say? Not enough sleep, should we take it? Alright, we'll
We're
take it. And your last question
Great question.
originated as, does your roommate have a pet name for his girlfriend? But
That was not
due to
fun.
the overexcitement of your roommate, they wanted to talk about your nickname for your genitalia. So, do you have a name for your penis?
Well, that's a very interesting question to be asked me on Wolverine TV. But I would say over the years, I'd have to say Wonder Boy.
I'm not gonna ask.
Can I get a score check? What's the score?
Do we have a score check? We have
No.
2-4. Okay. And the name for your penis.
Well, sending this out to the whole campus, Big Bubba.
Big Bubba.
We call time out.
Well, those are the questions. We have 5-2 over here, and we're gonna ask the girls to come back up. You guys can use it. Wait, it's on top of the camera. All right, we're going to welcome back our teams. Okay, we have Randy and Bridget over here, and we have Allison and Paige over there, and we're going to go through a speed round now. Okay, this time we're going to go through 4 questions. Okay. Will the first roommates leave? You don't have a marker. Okay. What thing about you annoys your roommate more than anything? Allison.
That I make her clean up after herself. Definitely.
That can be annoying. I had one of those. Dana Circus, how you doing? Okay.
I don't think we annoy each other, but we just both like clean up. We don't.
There's nothing about you that annoys your roommate. Do you want to move in? Great. So I guess you'll just write nothing. Okay, our next question. How many dates does it take Bridget before she'll kiss a boy?
One.
Just one? Guys, I'll give you your number at the end of the show. Okay.
Negative.
Well, she has a boyfriend, so if she didn't, I would say 2.
2.
No, 3.
3.
3 days.
I'm definitely a second date kind of girl. Okay. Next question. Rounded to 15-minute intervals, so like 15 minutes, half hour, 45 minutes, hour. How long does it take your roommate to get ready in the morning? Allison?
Oh, an hour and a half.
That's unfortunate. Okay?
Let's see. She could do it 15 minutes, so I'll say a half hour.
Half hour. And our last question, we're really looking for some good stories, ladies. Don't worry, your roommate will not be angry at you. We really want to know, has your roommate ever hooked up in front of you while you were in the room? Maybe thought you were sleeping or didn't realize you were there for some reason, and you got to see some juicy stuff. And if the answer is yes, I'd even like the initials of the person that she did hook up with at that time.
She's never hooked up in front of me before.
We have a girl from class, okay?
Have to go with the boring no.
A boring no.
Never knows.
Ah,
Not lucky enough.
that's unfortunate. Well, should I give them another question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we're going to. Let's just have them back in. Welcome back, Bridget and Paige, and now we're going to give you the questions that your roommates got asked. The first question is, what thing about your roommate annoys you the most?
Complaining.
She's a big complainer, huh? Well, what did you think?
Nothing.
She thought she was perfect. That's okay.
That's not.
Oh, whoa. Wait, don't look down. Nothing. She said that there's nothing at all that annoys her about you. What about you?
Allison always makes me clean every little bit of my whole room.
Make her clean up. Looks like she knew what she was talking about. Okay, our next question, we're going to shoot it Allison's way. Paige, how many dates, disregarding the fact that you have a boyfriend that we all know about, how many dates would it take you to kiss a boy?
What? One?
Well, your roommate thought you were a little more
What?
chaste than that.
3.
She gave you 3 times before you kissed a guy.
And then that.
What about you, Bridget? 2? Your roommate thought you were just flat out, honey.
At least I have respect for you.
Okay, round it to a 15-minute interval. So we're talking 15 minutes, a half hour, 45 minutes. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning?
Well, half an hour.
Half an hour? Your roommate said? Half hour. Very good. How about you?
An hour?
An hour? Well, that's not a quick date because she said an hour and a half. And our last question, don't think we didn't find out. Don't think we didn't find out, but have you ever hooked up when your roommate was in the room?
No.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure.
Okay, you're right. No.
I haven't either.
No? Okay, she said no. Well, do we have a score check? We have 2. We have 5, 6 minutes. We have a tie between the girls. No. 5 to 2.
7 to 6.
7 to 6. All right, ladies, quick out of here. We have a really sweet round. Yay!
Yay.
Congratulations to Paige and Alex.
All right, let's go.
All right, we're going to ask you guys 3 questions.
You guys gotta leave.
Go ahead,
We
please.
don't have a chef.
Okay. Speed round. Ready? How many beers does it take until your roommate throws up? Under 3, 3 to 6, or over 6?
Wait, what is it? Under 3,
Well,
3,
raise
6,
the
or over
scale.
6? Raise the scale.
5 to 10.
Yeah, that's nothing.
5 to 10, or over 10?
Way over 10.
Okay. Okay, next question. We're going fast, guys. How long has it been since your roommate had an overnight visitor?
How long? What day is today? Monday?
Today's Tuesday.
Tuesday? I got it.
About 2 weeks.
I would have to say on Friday was his last overnight visitor.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll ask. That's her initial.
Okay, next question. Is your roommate a lifestyles or a Trojan kind of man?
Jesus.
I'd have to guess Trojan.
And what do you say? Trojan.
T-R-O-J-N.
Okay, now the last question, real fast, is sing the chorus of your roommate's favorite song.
Oh, God.
Mark.
Alright, well, it's Terrapin Station and it's mostly instrumental, so I'm not going to attempt it.
Will you hum it for us? Very good. Jeff?
I'd have to go with the song we listened to before we left, Even Flow. I'm not singing it for you.
No, you're going to sing it for us.
Even Flow.
Very good. Okay, let's bring the roommates back in. Make sure you organize it so they can't see it. Okay, we're going fast now, guys. This is the speed round. Your first question is, how many beers does it take you until you up Chuck? We're talking 5 to 10 or over 10, Matt.
Definitely over 10, no question.
Oh, my. Way over that.
Way over 10. Okay, what'd you say, Mark?
Probably 5 to 10.
5 to 10. Okay, you got it. Next question. How long has it been since your roommate had an overnight visitor? How long has it been since you had an overnight visitor, Mark?
Me? First week we got back from winter break.
That would be a month and a half.
No? Winter break? It's like
It's a month.
A month, okay? Your roommate said 2 weeks. He's giving you more credit than you should get.
2 weeks.
Okay. Well, what about you, Matt?
What's today?
Exactly.
I see you and your roommate are pretty close. Say it's Tuesday.
That'd make it about 4 days ago. It was Friday night, I think.
Friday.
Well, we have 2 to 1 over here. Next question. Are you a lifestyles or Trojans man?
Me? Trojan.
Trojans. Trojans, okay?
T-R-O-Jan.
T-R-O-J-N. We're the real winners, whatever.
Well, we got 7 to 5 as their total scores, and here's the last question, and it's worth 2 points.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can do it. Sing us the chorus of your favorite song, Mark.
Terrapin. Terrapin Station.
Sounds like it. Okay, that's worth 2 points. We got 9 over here. Will they do it?
I enjoy a certain Pearl Jam song, and I'll give you 2 words. Even flow.
There they go. We have 9 to 7. And our winners are Mark and Mark from Markley. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Know Your Roommate. Let's bring everyone on the set now. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a great night, and happy Valentine's Day. Sit down. Thanks, everyone, for joining in.
2 weeks.
There you go. Yeah.
Great. We're not on there?
Absolutely.
What would you want?
Even though I would have like
That's the
said
coordinator.
indifferent
All right, when do we
or
get our
shiny face
process?
time.
And if you are first place,
Yeah, look at yo. What? Good job, guys.
I'll let you.
Easy on that.
Okay,
Voluntary has turned to mandatory on too many teams in the union's opinion. When you think of the San Diego Chargers, you visualize the tackling of Junior Seau, the running of Natrone Means, and the long tosses of Stan Humphries. But who could be the Chargers' designated franchise player? Defensive tackle Sean Lee? That's right, the same Sean Lee who emerged as a solid defensive tackle with his third team. The Chargers might not have a choice. With Leslie O'Neal not invited back, the Chargers can't afford to lose Lee, who provides inside pass rush. Once he returns from a business trip to the Pro Bowl, Agent Lee Steinberg will have roughly 10 days to steer some tricky negotiations. 4 offenses are in limbo while Steinberg determines the value of 4 quarterback clients. The Atlanta Falcons don't want Jeff George exposed to free agency. The Indianapolis Colts want a quick deal for Jim Harbaugh. But what's the price of Dave Brown of the New York Giants and Neil O'Donnell of the Pittsburgh Steelers? If Steinberg asks too much for O'Donnell, the Steelers know they can't afford keeping him and right tackle Leon Searcy. The Giants want Brown, but can they justify making him a $3 million or $4 million quarterback at this early stage of his career? Inside the Huddle, I'm John Clayton, ESPN.
The NFL free agent stack is thick with talent. Neil O'Donnell will lead the QB pack. The little fact that he led the Steelers to the Super Bowl plus his 59% completion percentage will bring more money his way. Seattle's Chris Warren continued to crank out the 1,000-yard seasons with his 4th this year. Warren finished 2nd in the AFC with over 1,300 yards rushing. Pro Bowlers Keith Sims of the Dolphins and the Broncos, Gary Zimmerman, have their postseason honors as value builders, while Leon Searcy can hop on that Super Bowl year issue as well. The Packers' Mark Tremura is the only hands man on the list going to the Pro Bowl, but Irving Fryer has a living legend on his side. He's Dan Marino's favorite target, pulling in 62 catches for 910 yards and 8 touches. The Cowboys' Russell Maryland, a vital part of the best front four in football, tops the list.